Okay, this video is just a little bit about making spreadsheets look nice. We're going to talk about some formatting. Okay, probably the biggest bit to help you with this is that remember that you've got to highlight anything that you want to format in any way. So I'm going to just click on activity and hold my mouse down and highlight everything on there. And I don't like this font, so I've highlighted the whole area. I'm just going to go and change the font. I'm going to use one that I use quite often, Calibri, and I'm going to make it size 9 and it'll fit in quite nicely like that. Okay, so that's how you change the font. Now if I wanted to change the color, say I could highlight the whole area and carry on. Well, right, here we go. So I'm just going to do a couple of things that I think might be useful for you to help you with the formatting of your spreadsheets. First thing is we're going to put some grid lines on. So I'm going to put in some grid lines over this area here, and you can see this area is slightly different. So I'm just going to put some grid lines on here. I'm going to highlight the area. Then the best bet, well, the easiest way to do it is right click, format cells, and you get this box pops up. If you go to border, you can then choose the border. So I'll just move this over here a little bit. You've got colors, so you can make colored borders. So let's go with a dark blue border around the outside. No, let's not do it. Let's actually go with a green border. Okay, and then you can choose the style of line, and then whether you want it to be the inside or the outside. So I'm going to go with a thick green line around the outside, and I'm going to choose a thin lean green line around the inside. So if you see on mine here, I've got a thick green line around the outside that corresponds to this area here, and thin lines in the middle which correspond to these bits here. You can have a good play around with these yourself. If I click OK, it's done exactly what I want to do there. I'm just going to put the same on here, identical. So right click, format cells. I've chosen green. I want thick around the outside, thin around the inside, and click OK. Right, so let's add in borders. Now the next bit is some shading. So say I wanted to shade these titles in a different color, so I'm going to actually shade these titles in. So highlight them, the paint pot at the top here, choose the shading color that I want. Let's go with a dark blue. Okay, now if you look at my dark blue, when I click on it, my black type doesn't show up very well, so I'm going to highlight the whole area again. I'm going to change it to a white font color to make it stay in. Okay, so there you've got all the formatting you'll need for your controlled assessment. You've got changing font and font size. You've got put in borders and more advanced borders with like colors and thicker and thinner lines, and you've got some shading as well. One thing that I showed you in the lesson, which I'd forgotten about in here, is wrapping text. And you can see I've got weekly and total here. If I want weekly and total to be in the same cell or the same row, row 10, but on different lines, if I just click my mouse in between the two and make sure that I've got weekly on there, if I hold the Alt key down on the keyboard and press enter, I've got weekly total on the same line, on different lines in the same cell. I think that's pretty much everything we need to know about formatting a spreadsheet. So come back later.